Are these three popular vitamins slowly endangering your independence? You might take a daily dose of vitamins without a second thought. But have you ever considered that those seemingly innocent supplements could be silently harming your legs and threatening your independence? While many seniors believe that additional vitamins will enhance their health, the truth is that for some individuals, especially those over 60, these supplements can actually be more dangerous than helpful. Excessive or unnecessary consumption of certain vitamins can gradually weaken your muscles, increase your risk of fractures and falls, and even lead to irreversible mobility loss. Before it's too late, let's take a closer look at three specific vitamins that could be subtly compromising your health, why they are hazardous, and what you can do instead to safeguard your well-being. 1. Vitamin E, the silent muscle weakener, a hidden danger for seniors. For decades, vitamin E has been heralded as a miracle supplement with claims of benefits ranging from improved heart health to enhanced skin elasticity and even anti-aging properties. It is commonly consumed by elderly individuals who, in their desire to maintain vitality, often take it daily, convinced that it's doing their bodies good. However, the very supplement that is supposed to prolong life could be subtly eroding their ability to live life fully and independently. Unlike vitamin C, which is water-soluble and is flushed from the body through urine, vitamin E is a fat-soluble nutrient. This fundamental difference means that instead of being quickly eliminated, vitamin E accumulates in the body over time, particularly in the liver and fatty tissues. As it builds up, it becomes more difficult for the body to process, and in high amounts, it begins to interfere with critical physiological functions. While the body has mechanisms to deal with excess water-soluble vitamins, fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin E are more prone to causing toxicity, especially when consumed in large doses. For seniors, especially those aged 60 and above, the gradual accumulation of vitamin E can cause a range of health issues, most notably muscle weakness. At doses exceeding 400 IU international units per day, a common amount found in many over-the-counter supplements, muscle weakness may develop silently, without obvious warning signs. The early symptoms can be easy to overlook or misattribute to other causes, such as the natural process of aging. You might feel slightly more fatigued than usual, struggle to get up from a chair, or notice an increasing difficulty in maintaining balance during simple activities like turning quickly or walking. These could be chalked up to getting older, but they could be the result of a vitamin that you've been consuming for years, believing it to be harmless. Research has demonstrated that an overdose of vitamin E can directly impair neuromuscular function, which is responsible for maintaining the strength and coordination of muscles. This can lead to a gradual weakening of the muscles that support key joints, especially those in the knees and hips, the areas most critical for mobility. For older adults, this can significantly impact the ability to walk unaided, forcing individuals to rely on mobility aids such as canes or walkers. In the most severe cases, it could even result in being confined to a chair, stripping away a person's independence and quality of life. Moreover, excess vitamin E can have an even more dangerous side effect: thinning the blood. This can pose serious risks for elderly individuals, particularly those already on blood-thinning medications, such as warfarin or aspirin. The combination of high vitamin E levels and blood thinners can increase the likelihood of internal bleeding, bruising, and fall-related injuries. When the body's natural defense mechanisms against bleeding are compromised, even a minor fall can have devastating consequences. What makes the dangers of excess vitamin E even more concerning is that the effects are not immediately apparent. There are no overt warning signs to alert individuals to the changes taking place within their bodies. The damage develops slowly over time, often mistaken for the inevitable consequences of aging. As a result, many seniors unknowingly continue taking vitamin E, believing it's helping them, when in reality, it's silently eroding their muscle strength and mobility. In the absence of clear symptoms, the consequences of long-term vitamin E consumption can go unnoticed until significant impairment has occurred. By the time individuals realize that their muscle weakness is linked to the supplement they've been taking for years, it may be too late to reverse the damage. The truth is, our bodies change as we age, and what worked for us in our 30s may not be suitable as we reach our 60s, 70s, or beyond. The overuse of certain vitamins, including vitamin E, may have unintended consequences, particularly if consumed in high doses without consulting a healthcare professional. It is essential for individuals to reassess their supplement routines, especially as they age. While vitamin E can be beneficial in moderation, particularly for its antioxidant properties, it is crucial to understand the risks associated with excessive consumption. Seniors should consider speaking with their doctor before continuing or starting a vitamin E regimen, especially if they are already taking other medications or supplements. Blood tests can help determine whether they're taking more vitamin E than their body needs, and a healthcare provider can provide guidance on appropriate dosages and alternatives if necessary. As we get older, our nutritional needs become more complex. We must take a more holistic approach to health management, which includes careful monitoring of vitamin and mineral intake. While vitamin E is just one example, it is a reminder of the importance of consulting a healthcare provider regularly to adjust and fine-tune our dietary supplements. Some vitamins, even when well-intentioned, can have unintended effects on the body that we may not immediately notice. There are other commonly used vitamins and supplements that may also contribute to weakening strength and independence in older adults. For example, calcium supplements, often taken to maintain bone health, can cause issues if not properly balanced with magnesium and vitamin D. Similarly, excessive intake of vitamin A or other fat-soluble vitamins can also have harmful effects. In conclusion, it is time for seniors to ask the difficult questions. Have you been taking vitamin E for years without fully understanding the potential risks? Are you unknowingly compromising your mobility and independence in the name of health? And most importantly, are you working with a healthcare provider to ensure that your vitamin regimen is truly benefiting you rather than causing harm? The path to a long and healthy life is not just about taking supplements, but about making informed decisions that align with the changing needs of your body. As we age, it is crucial to adapt and evolve our approach to health to continue living life to its fullest potential. 2. Vitamin A, the hidden cause of weak bones and muscles. Vitamin A is widely known as a powerhouse nutrient, commonly used for its benefits in supporting immune function, enhancing vision, and promoting skin health. For many, it is an essential part of their daily supplement routine, especially as they age. From promoting clear skin to maintaining sharp eyesight, the benefits seem endless, and it's no wonder that it's often touted as a key component for healthy aging. However, as beneficial as vitamin A can be, it is important to be aware of the darker side that many seniors might not be aware of: the potential for vitamin A toxicity, which can quietly undermine their health over time. Unlike water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C, vitamin A is fat-soluble. This means that when you consume it, it gets stored in your body's fat tissues and liver, rather than being excreted through urine. While this may seem like an advantage, after all, your body can store nutrients for later use. It can also be problematic. Over time, if you consume too much vitamin A, it builds up in your system, leading to potential toxicity. One of the most concerning effects of excessive vitamin A is its impact on bone health. As we age, bone density naturally declines, and seniors are particularly at risk for conditions like osteoporosis, where bones become brittle and fragile. Studies have shown that high levels of vitamin accelerate this process by interfering with the balance of bone-building cells and bone-resorbing cells in the body. The legs and hips, which are essential for balance and mobility, are particularly vulnerable to the effects of high vitamin A levels. Research has indicated that excessive vitamin A can cause bone loss in these areas, making seniors more susceptible to fractures, even from simple falls. For seniors, something as simple as tripping on a sidewalk can quickly become a life-changing event, especially if it leads to broken bones or long-term immobility. But the issue doesn't stop there. The muscles that support your bones, especially those in the legs, are also affected by vitamin A toxicity. When the muscles become weakened over time, they lose their ability to stabilize the joints and maintain balance. This can lead to an increasing sense of weakness and instability, especially when walking or climbing stairs. Over time, activities that were once simple and routine, like walking around the neighborhood or getting up from a chair, can feel like monumental tasks. What makes vitamin A toxicity particularly troublesome is its stealthy nature. Unlike some other toxins that cause immediate symptoms or discomfort, vitamin A toxicity often develops slowly without any obvious signs. You might not experience sharp pain or sudden fatigue, but rather small, incremental changes that you might brush off as part of the aging process. For example, you might find that climbing stairs feels a little more challenging than before. Or perhaps you notice that your legs feel weaker after a walk, and you're avoiding longer walks because of a growing sense of instability. These subtle shifts are often attributed to the normal wear and tear of aging, but in reality, they may be early indicators that your bones and muscles are being weakened by too much vitamin A. The damage is gradual, but it can be long-lasting if not addressed. It's also important to note that vitamin A toxicity doesn't always cause noticeable symptoms until it reaches dangerous levels. By the time you start to notice significant changes in your strength or balance, the effects on your body may have already been in play for a while. If you've been regularly taking vitamin A supplements or consuming fortified foods, such as cereals, milk, and some vegetable oils, it's worth reflecting on your current vitamin intake. Many multivitamins contain vitamin A, and some people take them every day without considering the cumulative effect on their health. While vitamin A is essential for health, the body's requirements for it change as we age. It is important to reassess your supplement routine to ensure you're meeting your needs without exceeding them. For instance, older adults may need lower levels of vitamin A than younger adults, as their bodies are less efficient at processing the vitamin. Talk to your doctor if you've been taking vitamin A regularly. It's crucial to have a conversation with your healthcare provider. A blood test can help determine whether your vitamin A levels are within a healthy range or if you might be at risk for toxicity. Your doctor can help you adjust your supplement routine if necessary. Be mindful of fortified foods. Many foods, especially breakfast cereals, are fortified with vitamin A. While these foods can help you meet your nutritional needs, they can also contribute to excessive intake if consumed in large quantities. Pay attention to the labels and be mindful of how much vitamin A you're consuming from food sources in addition to supplements. Balance your diet instead of relying heavily on supplements. Aim to get most of your nutrients from a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Foods like sweet potatoes, carrots, and leafy greens are great sources of vitamin A and provided in a more natural form that is less likely to contribute to toxicity. Monitor for symptoms. Keep an eye out for subtle changes in your mobility and strength. If you notice increasing difficulty with walking, climbing stairs, or performing other basic activities, it might be worth revisiting your vitamin A intake. 3. Vitamin B6, the unexpected culprit behind numb legs. For many seniors, vitamin B6 is a familiar companion in their daily health regimen. Known for its ability to support brain function, enhance mood, boost energy levels, and promote overall well-being, it's a common ingredient in multivitamins, energy supplements, and formulas designed for brain health. However, while these benefits are well recognized, a lesser-known side effect can quietly wreak havoc on the nervous system, particularly in the legs and feet. The role of vitamin B6 in your body. Vitamin B6, also called pyridoxine, is vital for numerous functions in the body. It helps in the production of neurotransmitters that regulate mood and cognitive function, aids in the metabolism of proteins, and supports the production of hemoglobin, which carries oxygen in the blood. These benefits make it a popular choice among aging adults seeking to maintain their vitality and mental sharpness. But like many things in life, balance is key. The hidden danger, peripheral neuropathy from vitamin B6 toxicity. While vitamin B6 is essential for health, excessive intake can have a dangerous consequence. peripheral neuropathy. This condition is the result of damage to the peripheral nerves, which are the communication pathways between the brain, spinal cord, and the rest of the body. These nerves control basic movements, sensations, and coordination, so when they become damaged, it can have a profound impact on daily life. At the outset, individuals with peripheral neuropathy may notice subtle signs like a tingling or pins and needles sensation in their toes. Over time, this sensation can creep up the legs, spreading to the feet, calves, and thighs. What begins as a mild discomfort often evolves into a more severe feeling of numbness, weakness, or even pain. For many seniors, the sensation may be attributed to something else: aging, diabetes, or poor circulation. However, the culprit could be the very supplement that was meant to enhance their health. The risk of overdosing. How much vitamin B6 is too much? Vitamin B6 toxicity often occurs when the daily dose exceeds 100 milligrams, which is higher than what most people get from typical diet. For context, many over-the-counter supplements designed for energy, brain health, and overall vitality contain vitamin B6 in doses much greater than the recommended daily intake. This can easily lead to unintentional overdoses, especially when combined with other supplements or fortified foods. When vitamin B6 levels rise too high, it interferes with the body's ability to transmit nerve impulses. Nerves struggle to communicate properly with the brain, leading to a breakdown in the coordination of movement. Seniors with this condition may begin to experience difficulty with basic tasks such as walking, climbing stairs, or even standing up from a seated position. The feeling of instability can be alarming, and in many cases, it worsens over time. A struggle for independence and dignity. The impact of peripheral neuropathy goes beyond just the physical symptoms. For many seniors, the loss of coordination, balance, and strength can be deeply distressing. The ability to move freely and confidently is a cornerstone of independence, and when that is threatened, it can take an emotional toll. Simple tasks like walking to the mailbox or navigating stairs can become daunting challenges, and the fear of falling or injuring oneself looms large. The psychological effects can be just as severe as the physical ones. A senior who once enjoyed a sense of autonomy may find themselves relying more heavily on others for help. The loss of control can erode a person's dignity, leaving them feeling vulnerable, helpless, or even ashamed. This emotional strain is often compounded by the frustration of not knowing the cause of their symptoms, especially when the cause could be something as simple as a daily supplement they've been taking to improve their health. Is the damage permanent? One of the most unsettling aspects of vitamin B6 toxicity is that the damage to the nervous system can be permanent. In some cases, even after stopping the supplement, the symptoms of numbness, weakness, and pain persist. For many seniors, this means that their quality of life may never fully return to what it was before. This long-lasting impact can be devastating, as it not only affects their physical health, but also their mental well-being. How can you protect yourself? The key to avoiding vitamin B6 toxicity is moderation. Seniors should consult with their healthcare provider before taking high doses of vitamin B6 or any supplement. While the nutrient is vital for health, it is important to stick to the recommended daily allowance unless otherwise directed by a doctor. If you're taking a multivitamin or energy supplement that contains vitamin B6, it's essential to monitor the total amount consumed throughout the day. And, as always, focus on a balanced diet rich in vitamins and minerals to support your health naturally. If you begin experiencing unusual sensations like tingling or numbness in your legs or feet, it's important to address the issue promptly with your doctor. Early detection can help prevent further nerve damage, and in some cases, reduce the severity of symptoms. After learning about the potential dangers of excessive vitamin E, A, and B6 intake, you might be wondering, what can I do to protect myself and my health? The first step is awareness. You may have been taking these supplements for years, trusting that they were helping your health. Now, it's time to take a closer look at what you're putting into your body. Start by reviewing the vitamins and supplements you take on a daily basis. Are they still serving your needs? Or have they become a habit without much thought? Have you consulted with your doctor about the dosages that are right for you, given your age and health condition? Next, consider asking your doctor for a nutrient panel to check your vitamin levels. This will give you a clear picture of whether you have any imbalances that could be affecting your health. Remember, your body changes over time, and what worked in the past may no longer be appropriate now. It's crucial to discuss your vitamin and supplement regimen with a healthcare professional who specializes in geriatrics. Above all, prioritize a healthy, balanced diet. Whole foods, lean meats, fresh vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats are the best way to nourish your body, rather than relying solely on supplements. While supplements can play a role, food should always come first.